Well, ladies and gents, it's been a minute, hasn't it? It has been a long minute since we were able to sit down and bullshit about the crazy stuff on the internet, but good things come to those who wait. So, shout out to you all as we get ready to get back into the shenanigans and the tomfoolery that the internet has been providing us all here on the throughout the last 2 weeks that we've been gone. And we've had reasons why, and we'll get to that when we get to the final shouts and thoughts. But, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you all for tuning in to episode 146 of the Smoke Pit. As you can see, it's a solo show. My partner in crime is out handling family business. So, keep them in your thoughts. If you need anything black, just let us know. But like I said, impromptu 2-week hiatus, but we're going to try and do what we can, or I'm going to try to do what I can to ensure that we get into this weekend on a good foot, some good laughs and all that crazy good stuff. But without further ado, I'm going to just go ahead and start this show and welcome everybody to the Smoke Pit episode 1. Look at me waiting, trying to find a video clip. Episode 146. And it starts right now.
Welcome to the Smoke Pit. It's Friday night, come and take a load off. Come sit in the Smoke Pit, it's time for us to show off. It's been a long week, come relaxing, get some laughs in, and let's talk about these brackets. And while we at it, tell me whose man's is this? Cause I got questions, I'm hoping you can answer it. Get ready, cause you know we gon' talk a lot of shit. It's Mac and Mac, welcome to the Smoke Pit.
Yeah, y'all know what it is. Friday night, mood is right. Half of the dynamic duo, it's Mac, a.k.a. your boy, coming to you on the internet's number one streaming Friday night program, podcast, live show, all of the good stuff. We're number one between the hours of 8 and 9:30 every Friday. The criteria gets smaller and smaller, I know. But, when you throw in the specifics and stuff, the chances that you're right is true. So, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to the homie Jen who was in the comments. It's been a minute, like I said, but as you know, the internet continues to do some wild stuff. I do want to share, or do I want to share? I want to save that for Mims, actually. For those who know, follow me on Facebook. You see that last Friday we were planning on taking my brother and my sister were taking all our kids up to the aquarium in Baltimore, but an accident happened. Tire hit our windshield, all that crazy stuff. But the frustration from the accident to getting it fixed was on a level that I've never experienced with USAA. And I think it goes to a lot of these cats are like teleworking now. So, when you're calling there, they're not at the office helping. They're just at their house. You hear kids in the background and stuff. And I'm not faulting that. Like, if you can work from home, work from home. But when you're in this line of work and people are calling you because they're on the side of the road, cars in an accident, XYZ, I'm gonna need a little bit more, urgency, a little bit more pep in your step there, Derek. You shouldn't be picking up the phone yawning, asking me about my situation that I already explained to the last 5 people as they're transferring me from place to place. But like I said, what's up, Jen? Appreciate you tuning in. This is the first Friday. I know pseudo, it's not the first Friday. Actually, it's the second Friday of the month, but because we missed the last one, we're going free everywhere. Normally, we're behind the wall at Patreon and all that stuff when we go free, or when we go live. Check the description below if you're interested in joining the Patreon, because 3 other Fridays out of the month, or every Friday that's not the first, that's where we're going live and doing our show, and then obviously we put it out there on Monday for everybody to see, but you're not getting the genuine live interaction that you would be getting on a weekly basis. Yeah, he was yawning. So, with all that being said, when it's a solo show, it doesn't have quite the same energy, but I'm gonna do what I can to make it do what it do, if that makes sense for you all out there. And the best part about this is the Smoke Pit Podcast fan group, which is also linked in the description below, is where it pretty much runs itself, which I love. The members we have in there, the Pitmasters in there that continually push content out there that we can just grab and pretty much make an impromptu show whenever. We do appreciate that. We appreciate all the interaction in there. We appreciate the support and everything that you guys have been bringing our way. So you guys, on top of the rest of the shenanigans that the internet provides, it's a cornucopia of material that we can use. So without further ado, there's a couple of debates going on in the podcast fan group. And if you're tuning in, feel free to share the link, all of that good stuff. So we can get max participation in here. You know, it's always fun when there's a group of people in here. So it also helps for the solo show. So the more participation we get in the comments, the better. But we don't have my shot glass out here because I just poured a fucking cup of this Coke and vanilla Crown. So we'll do a toast, no shot, but we'll go ahead and take a sippy sip of this beverage. And what I want to toast to is perseverance. There's a lot of stuff going on in life. I'm speaking personally. A lot of things that come up, you know, hurdles that pop up in your way when you're trying to go after what you're going after, right? And it's easy to trip over that hurdle and be like, you know what, fuck all this. Fuck all this. It's not worth it. You know, it's better to just go back to status quo. But that's not me. That's not us over here at DFPN. And we continue to, you know, push through, get you, you know, the content that we promise you guys, get you quality content that you guys will enjoy. And no matter what comes up, we may have to take a knee for a couple weeks. We're going to come back. And I appreciate you guys that stand by and, you know, wait for us to come back and allow us that grace to handle life's surprises and their gut punches they throw our way. So with that, here we go. Shout out to Jen. Struggle is real some days. You're preaching to the choir, Jen. But here's to everybody out there who is hitting those hurdles, but continuing to get back up and jump over the next one and get to that finish line. Here's to you guys, and let's have a great show. Here's to you guys. Here's to us. How about that? Because I'm included in there too, goddammit. Anyway, let us go ahead and get ready for this week's house meeting. We had a couple of things in here I want to talk about. One of them is a good debate. That's a fancy cup. Where'd I get it? You know, this little place called Phoenix Fan Fusion. I have two cups, actually. This is my go-to one because it looks like a little camper rustic thing, like I put it over a campfire and shit to warm it up. But it keeps my beverage nice and cold. I love it. Best fucking, what was it, $35 I ever spent in my life. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this week's house meeting, y'all.
I think we need to have a house meeting, y'all.
All right, like I mentioned, the Smoke Pit Podcast fan group. A lot of crazy stuff gets posted in here. It used to be like the Wild West in here. We used to have it public. People would jump in, start posting the most random, like, you know, neo-Nazi. I was just like, yo, I guess the wrong people are finding our page now. And then we had to make it private. And then even when it was private, like people who were already members was posting wild stuff. So then we had to, it is a whole thing. But we think we finally got it under control. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally got it under control. And like I said, the majority of the Pitmasters in here, very responsible, very, I guess responsible was the right word when it comes to posting stuff and knowing, kind of having the wherewithal to be like, yeah, this is probably too wild for the Smoke Pit. Like, we want to be a fun group, but we're not in here just posting all kinds of just nasty ass shit, bro. Like, that's not what we do over here. But I digress. I want to bring up a comment that we had in here. It was it was wild in here for a moment. A post that was brought up in here. I want to enlarge it before I share it. So we see here a nice ranking. So when it comes to the 90s, a lot of us in the Smoke Pit fan group are of an advanced age, I would say. Mid 30s to 40s. Now, we do have some youngins in here, and I appreciate them. Do not take that as disrespect. Take that as I'm jealous. But we're over in here, and this meme was shared from another page, and it was like, who is the best 90s TV dad? Now, it gives us 6 options. Obviously, there have been way more sitcoms in the 90s, and you can pick any dad, I'm guessing. But we're looking at this. Of the 6 they put up here, for those who are listening on the audio version and can't see it, I do recommend you do watch the video version or like stop by the group so you can see it. We have Philip Banks from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Carl Winslow from Family Matters, Danny Tanner from Full House, Danny, what's his last name in that? I know it's Danny from Roseanne. Were they the bars still? Arnold. Roseanne Arnold, I think, was the Arnolds. Daniel Arnold. We have Al Bundy from Married with Children and Tim the Toolman Taylor from Home Improvement. And I'm looking at this list, and immediately I'm just like, Tim the Toolman Taylor can get out of here, right? Connor was their name. That's right, because they have a spinoff. So, like, Tim the Two-Man Taylor, like, I fucked with Home Improvement for a little bit, but, like, I don't know. Like, the family I never really fucked with the family. Like, I never really felt like this family dynamic is cool, you know? No offense to anybody, and I know he's gone on to do other sitcoms and gone on to do other things and stuff. Shout out to him for the voice of Buzz and you know, Toy Story. It's hard to imagine Buzz being voiced by anybody else. I haven't seen that new one, Lightyear, when he's voiced by Chris Evans, Captain America himself. But, I mean, it was an easy, like, if it was like, you got to get rid of one of these guys, it'd be like, bro, it's no problem. You know, Tim the Two-Man Taylor's out of here. Next up, I'm looking at this list. Probably Danny Tanner from Full House. Here's my rationale behind that. Oh, what's up, Brian? He's in the comments. Shout out to my bro, Brian. Like, when it came to discipline, like, I know back as kids, you're just like, you know, you don't like your parents to spank you. You don't like the punishments and stuff. But, like, I felt like Danny was just a punk, bro. Like, he was letting other people raise his kids for him. Like, Uncle Jesse, you know, Uncle Joey, you know, Aunt Becky. Like, other people would be like, I got it, Danny. I'll talk to her, Danny. Like, Danny, what the fuck, bro? That's your whole kid. Like, why is your brother-in-law's wife going to talk to your kid for you? I fucking hid it here. Then, Deej, wait. I'll go talk to her, Danny. Like, if I was in that house and, like, if I'm ever in anybody's house and their kid just starts spazzing the fuck out and wild out, please believe I'm not going to be the one to go talk to your kid. Family included. I'm sitting here like, you going to get your kid or what? Like, your kid just cussed out the whole family and ran upstairs to her room. You going to talk to her, Danny? No, I'm going to let my dead wife's brothers go talk to him. You know, like, Jesus Christ, bro. This is crazy. But, yeah, so Danny, I couldn't fuck with Danny. Next up would be Al. Like, I'm just like, bro, you're just a person who looks like they didn't want to be a dad, you know? Al Bundy was a person who did not want to be a dad. And shout out to my dad. You know, been in my life my whole life. Been there the whole time. So I kind of appreciate that. And there were times where I'm pretty sure he was just like, God damn these kids. you know. But at the same time, it wasn't on the level of Al Bundy. Al Bundy was just like, what is going on in this house? Like, there's got to be some structure to this shit, right? Some structure to this shit. I feel he wasn't there. You know, like, kids come home, kids are wilding the fuck out, they do whatever. He has a smart mouth, wife has a smart. Like, I feel like I just be like, is anybody not gonna do shit? Like, dinner's not being cooked, like motherfuckers just around the house not doing stuff. You know, the Bundys just wasn't it. They was beefing with the neighbors all the time. It's just this whole thing every time you turn on Married with Children. Like, you just didn't have, it looked like they didn't like to be around each other. And I can't be having that shit, man. So Al Bundy would be the next one off there. My sisters in the chat, Dad still thinks that to this day. What else we got? So we got 3 left, right? So the list has been cut. 50% of the list is done. And that was an easy kind of 3 to pick off. Now you got Philip Banks left for your boy, Carl Winslow left for your boy, and Dan Connor. And I mean, I already answered it in the group. So if you're a member of the group, you know my answer. But I'm going through my rationale, explaining to you why I picked what I picked. So like the second place for me comes between, Dan Connor, and I'll just tell you why Philip Banks is my winner. So there's like no suspense. But I'm going to talk about Dan, and I'm going to talk about Carl. Now, Roseanne. Feel how you feel about her outside of the show, right? She says some shit. She does some shit, whatever. Dan, I remember an episode. Dan is willing to fight motherfuckers. Like hands. Fisticuffs, put paws on people over his family. There's one episode where Roseanne's sister is being physically abused by her partner. She comes over. Roseanne's talking to her, trying to comfort her. Dan comes home from work. He sees Roseanne talking to her sister. And then her sister turns and he sees the black eye or something. And Dan's just like, I'm going to be right back. Dan says, I'm going to be right back. And then Dan comes back, puts some fucking frozen peas on his wrist. It sits in the living room. And like 5 minutes later, the cops knock on the door. Be like, hey, Rosie, is Dan here? He's like, yeah, come on in. He knows the cops and shit. It's a small town or whatever. And they're just like, yeah, you got to come down to the station and answer some questions. Roseanne's, what happened? Dan's like, it's cool. It's cool. It was worth it. He learned his lesson. So I'm just like, bro, that's OG shit right there, That's OG shit. I love that episode, man. I'm like, that's what's up. Like, if that was my dad, I'm just like, bro, my dad is down to fucking protect family no matter what. Even family by marriage. He's ready to fuck somebody up over that shit. And that he stands on business where it's like, you don't put your hands on a woman. Carl, like they tried to give him like scenes where he's standing up. But a lot of that shit was because he was a cop. He would just pull up and be like, I'm a cop, so you can't do that to my kid. I'm a cop, so you can't do that. Like Eddie would be in a gang or somebody be getting bullied. He'd show up in his fucking cop outfit. And it's just like, I guess, I guess this is him standing up, which is cool. It's cool. He comes and helps his kids out when they're in trouble and shit. But here's where I'm at. You're doing all that stuff. I never see you really put paws on anybody. And you don't have to. If you want to go the nonviolent way and just flex on them with your job, fan-fucking-tastic, bro. Love that for you, Carl. But the fact that, like, you letting this nerdy kid just keep walking into your house, just causing all kinds of craziness, bro. Like, I can't be having that. Like, if I was in this house and Steve just kept coming in, doing some wild-ass shit, knocking shit, breaking shit, like, Dad, just fucking lock the door during the day. Or tell this fucking nerd, like, get the fuck out of my house. Beat it, geek. Just do that. I get it. Just go do that, bro. Just protect his family from the fucking chaos that is Steve Urkel. Can you do that for me? He can't. Go home, go home, go home. Like, first of all, go to this person's parents and be like, yo, can you keep your fucking kid out of my house? You're a whole cop. Isn't that like breaking and entering? Can't you arrest Steve? I can't. So that's why Carl is third place here, man. Dan is number 2. Obviously, we're sitting here talking about the GOAT sitcom. Not GOAT sitcom, Dad, because if I sit and thought about it, I could probably find one that may challenge him. But of these 6, it wasn't even a question. It wasn't even a question. And yeah, my brother's right, because it turned into the Steve show. These motherfuckers was going into space and shit. Like, this show got so out of fucking hand. I'm just like, bro, just end this show already. Family Matters. It was a goated. Family Matters will be goated when it comes to, like, when you're looking at TGIF, and maybe we'll do a bracket, best TGIF show, but Family Matters has to be up there when it comes to TGIF shows. You know what I'm saying? But of these 6, is it a question? Now, a lot of people, they were going Philip Banks because of the money, right? And it wasn't even because of that. Like, the money is nice, the house is nice, the job security, the knowing that you ain't got to worry about nothing. My thing is, Will was not even his family, like by marriage. That was his nephew, right? His wife's sister's son, who was in Philadelphia wilding out. She sent him out there, put him in a private school. He was actually teaching life lessons, bro. My man was there's one episode, Carlton and Will was wilding out. My man was like, I'm going to sue you guys. Like, real life lessons. Like, this is law. You lost. You owe me money, bro. Like, it was like legit life lessons, preparing his children and his nephew for the real world and giving them the opportunities to learn, hit those hurdles, and still kind of there for them to bring them back up and set them on their way. He was there, like, he would threaten them, like, bro, I think Philip Banks will put paws on people. My man's the voice of the shredder. You know what I'm saying? He's the voice of the shredder. He ain't no punk. But there was everybody knows it. Will's dad shows up out of nowhere, right? Promises, yeah, me and Will go out to hit the road, and Will's just like, yeah, my dad's here. Granted, I understand Will because he hasn't been around his dad. His dad left when he was younger. So he's finally getting that chance to bond with his biological father, and he bounces, right? And Philip was just like, don't fucking do that to your kid, bro. You're about to hurt your... He fucking tells this dude off, like, don't ever fucking come back here. Like, it was the realest shit. Like, I raised this kid, and at that point, like, I don't know how many seasons it was, but it was years that Philip Banks has raised Will as one of his own kids, been there, protected him, supported him, disciplined him, all of that stuff. And his dad bounces, and Will comes back like, man, where's my dad? And, bro, like, that scene to this day, bro. And I've never experienced shit like that. Because, like I said, I've been blessed to have my dad in my life since day one. But that scene, man, like, that's the real, like, I don't think any of these other dads could have pulled that shit. Maybe Dan Connor probably could have pulled that off. But, bro, that scene there, I'm just like, bro, man, how come he don't want me? Fam. And he's right there for him. Uncle Phil is right there for him, man. And he gets through that with the help from Phil. And his family, like, he had a spoiled daughter, Hillary, a nerdy little son, Carlton, and it was a lot of things. And I think Will brought a lot to that family to kind of keep them grounded. But Uncle Phil came from the streets, bro. Like, he worked his way up, which I appreciate. He wasn't just born into the money. He worked his way where he was at, so he still had to understand. He was grounded. He wasn't too far removed from, the real world. But, I mean, you of these 6, like, is it even a question? Is it even a question? Now, somebody in the comments may disagree. I mean, there were some people in the comments on the group that were saying that they take Al over. Let's see what we got in the comments. Where we at? Uncle Phil had the best fatherly advice. Al had the best worldly advice about women and shoes. Tough choice. So they were between, that's Steven Johnson, between Uncle Phil and Al. Massey's like, Uncle Phil had the bread. Siobhan says, Uncle Phil had them kids living the life, so I'll take them anyway. Kelston says, Uncle Phil, and then John Goodman. That's where I was at. Uncle Phil by EJ. Man, either Phil or Al. I'm going to go with the culture, though. Still was a tough choice. Al Bundy was my hero. Uncle Phil easily. Uncle Phil for sure. The only answer was Uncle Phil, or more affectionately known as Zeke, straight out of the Yamacross swimming hole. We have a ranking here. Phil, Al, then Dan. Uncle Phil, my brother. I can relate to Al when his daughter wants him to fight a guy for her. Uncle Phil was the best dad of the group for sure. Dan second, Carl a close third. Chris, like, my man had my list. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Aaron Christine, Uncle Phil and Mr. Winslow, but out of the two, Carl will be closer to the parenting style that I grew up with my dad. That's what's up. Uncle Phil on some real life shit, but Al was clapping everyone with the jokes. Phil wasn't the best, but exactly who Will Smith needed. Ooh, that's a good one, George. Michael says Al. Then my brother has, Uncle Phil down here. So, I mean, for the most part, the top three, like, I didn't see anybody talk about Tim. I didn't see nobody talk about Danny. So, like, of the 6, 4 were getting some votes. Bro, like, people really ain't fucking with Danny Tanner out here, huh? What up, EJ? He comes in, he says Uncle Phil, then Dan a close second. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, if you really wanted to sit down and look at 90s sitcoms, Dad, which is a potential bracket idea moving forward, I'm pretty sure you could find more that could probably replace, Dan or Tim the Two-Man Taylor or something like that. So, potential bracket in the making, maybe. Next month is coming up, and it's been, 2 months since we had a bracket. So, I think it's high time we had one. So, just keep that in mind. Hey, management, heads up. We want to do a bracket. We'll throw some ideas your way. We'll see what's up. But time to move on from house meeting to what I feel is like probably one of my favorite segments. It's a newer segment where we just kind of do a hodgepodge of some videos and stuff we've seen on the interweb. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this week's What Did I Just Watch? Where we at? There we go.
Tell me I did not just see that.
I love that one. That one came out of nowhere too. I just one day just came home from work like, man, we need to talk about shit like this. But the reason I created this thing is because me and Black, we share so many odd ass videos we see throughout the week, right? So many odd ass videos that we see. And we're just like, it's crazy because we can't talk about every one of them as much as we want to, but we just want to highlight and just fucking get it out of our systems because we were laughing at these things all week. So we're like, we're just going to bring these things up. So I love this segment. And let me make sure I bring up the right screen. Yep. So this one here. So I don't know if you guys remember a show called Judge Joe Mathis, right? This dude is from the streets of Detroit or some street. Became a judge, television judge. Be having the most outlandish cases on there to the point where I started feeling like, man, these things are staged. Like, these aren't legit people looking for civil resolutions. These are people trying to come on TV and create personas and make money off of them moving forward, either on the internet or whatever, trying to go viral. The clip I'm about to show you now is wild. I was laughing. The judge is laughing. And this is one of those scenes where I'm thinking it was staged, but it's hilarious nonetheless. So check this out. Let me make sure the sound is on when it pops up.
I don't know, bumps on your face. He hit me home.
Oh, did it freeze up on us? Hold on. Nah, we need to see this. Let me hit a refresh, see if that works for us. Oh, is it playing now? Kinda, sorta. Uh-oh. Where we at? Jesus, man. Here we go. All right.
See how he assaulted me with that chicken?
I'm not gonna let y'all go no further with this chicken junk.
I never seen him turn down chicken.
I done told y'all I'm done with this chicken. I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm not gonna let you embarrass yourselves, your family, your community, nor me.
He talking about eat bone, Judge. I do eat the bone though, but I'm talking about my TV.
So what was different about that day?
I eat the guasa.
The bone was fresh.
I eat the bone, the guasa, all that. But I ain't talking about no chicken. I'm talking about my $400. Stop talking about chicken. The judge say we talking about the $400. I need my $400.
I'll give this man his 400. I don't care what you say.
I need my $400. I'm trying to watch TV.
You can think what you want and be mad as you want. I'm giving this man his 400. What else you want?
In 2000, he assaulted me with
What's
the chicken.
that for?
Assaultination. I had to go to the
Let's say
hospital.
assault.
Yes.
Do you have a doctor's?
Yes, I have everything.
You went to this doctor for real?
Yes.
What page is that on, sir? I don't even want to go and revisit that bird, but what did you tell? Did you actually tell the doctors that happened?
Yes, I did.
Lord.
You're right. I'm saying because when he hit me with the chicken, I had to go to the hospital because you know I don't got no neck. I only got head and shoulder.
But
So I had to go check on my neck too.
It's fine. Cause
Andrew,
So you see this shit, you just like Assaultination. Just say assault. I ate the whistle. I ate the bowl, sometimes I ate the whistle. But we ain't talking about chicken. At what point do you just be like, man, I went to law school for this shit? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to law school, you take out these loans, you know, and you go through all of this shit. You go through all of the criteria, all of the steps, the whole, you know, the whole process of becoming a judge. And you become one. And like, I don't know if judges look at judges on TV like they're a sellout. But I mean, they be making money and shit. You know, Judge Judy was doing it for a while. Mills Lane did it, all that other stuff. But yeah, you get to the point where they're just like, like, can we, bro? Like, when they bring the script and if it is staged and you're reading this, like, I just want some credibility to my name. Let's not do this one, you know. But if it's going to get ratings, you know, and you on TV, you got to do what you got to do. Now, Judge Mathis has been on there calling people crackheads. Like him, I think it was Judge Joe Brown. Like, them motherfuckers was coming at people's necks. And they wasn't trying to hear shit. Like, they was going to call a spade a spade. And that's what Judge Mathis was doing here. But this whole assaultination, he hit me with the chicken. I ate the whistle. I had to go to the doctor because I got head and shoulders. How do you say it? Head and shoulders? Let me hear this one more time. If it'll play.
I don't know, bumps on your face. He hit me hard, Judge. I had to go to the hospital. He hit me hard. You see how he assaulted me with that chicken?
I'm not gonna let y'all.
And as it's going, like, I'm looking at these comments. He hit me hard. Where's that one at? He hit me hard with that chicken. He hit me hard. What Tyler Perry film is this? He only got head and soda. That's what I was looking for. You know, I had to go to the hospital. I got no neck. I got head and shoulder, so I had to go to the hospital. Now I'm emotionally committed. Did he get the 2K for the assaultination? He said gristle like the French say croissant. I had to whistle. Yo. Oh man, Assaultination. My boy in the back. What the fuck did he just say? You can animate over the unedited video and put it in an episode of Boondocks. I eat the bone and the gwissa. You know the weird part? The weird part is like people are able to spell the pronunciation that they're using. Like if someone just put this in a comment, you'd be like, oh, what the fuck is this? And then you hear this like, oh, it's gwistle. He hit me hard with that gwistle. Yo. Oh, shit. So that's one. That's just one of the videos we've seen, right? Let's see if this internet is going to act right and take me back to the... nope. So I got to go back here and do this. That's all good. Back to my man's chat here. What else we had up here? We had some other shit up here. What is this one? Oh my God. So this, I believe it's a Japanese show. It's a talent show. And this Asian dude comes up here trying to impersonate Louis Armstrong, the great Sachmo. Now you can see by the picture, you're just like, I don't know if from far away you thought it was a black dude, but check this shit out.
I see trees of green, red lotus too. I see the moon, lonely and new, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Racism aside, racism aside, so let me just ask this question for those who are watching. If you are African American and you're in the seats for a talent show and my man comes out to do this, right? He comes out to do this. And you, like, would you be offended? Like, would you be like, boo, get him off? Or would you just be in your seat dying laughing? He had to do the wide smile. One more again, bro. Run this back.
I see trees of green, red lotus too. I see the moon, lonely and new, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
You couldn't tell. He was like, I'm killing him with this one. Dig through my shoe. What a wonderful world. Yo, like, he may get his ass beat after the show, but I ain't gonna be the one to beat his ass. I'm gonna be in my seat laughing, bro. Now, as always, you know your boy. We gotta see these comments. Oh, this isn't funny. I'm in here dying. This one says speechless. I'm speechless. Are they clapping because his Japanese accent is not there? They went the fuck off. They was just like, I see. Like, this is amazing. Like, He could just go out there and just sing the song. He had to fucking cosplay. What a wonderful. I'm speechless. Oh, man. Here to explain. This is Remo-san, a famous Asian performer who has a rare skin condition that causes an alteration in his melatonin levels and has had his autoimmune disease since birth. When a teenager, he suffered from depression due to being bullied for his different looks, but later managed to get rid of it by pursuing his dream of becoming a stand-up comedian and doing impersonations. He died of testicular cancer 2 weeks after this aired, and he allegedly fought through chemotherapy without telling anyone to not be a burden on anyone, and he still smiled. Now I got to look into this. So there's a black Asian, is what you're saying. Now, you know people just being here just Remo-san. Images. I don't see nothing about this man being black. Remo-san. Now, y'all help me out if y'all see something, because Google ain't even bringing this motherfucker up. Watch out. Let me see what Wikipedia has. I don't see nothing about this, bro. I don't see nothing, bro. If y'all can find something in the chat, if y'all can find something, y'all let me know, because I just checked Remo-san and I ain't see nothing about this. Be it this man having this the fucking reverse Michael Jackson. I ain't see nothing on the interweb about this man having a reverse Michael Jackson. So I don't want to call that fake news. Nigga, son. Is that Louis Armstrong, son? Can't wait for the white liberals to see this. Is that blackface? What do you mean, you people? What's good, Blake? Thanks for tuning in, bro. Blackface. Absolutely uncalled for. It shows pure lack of integrity and respect for others who have faced discrimination. When will the human race learn humanity? And I think to myself, will we have Louis Armstrong at home? He's just a dude playing another dude disguised as another dude. Louis Armstrong. What a wonderful word. Oh, my God. Hey, I got to run this back one more time. Then we'll move to the next shit. I promise you.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see the moon, lonely and new, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Teach myself.
Oh, my God, man. Oh, man. What else we got here? Oh, have y'all seen the joint with the pop locking pastor? Like, every message he does, he just break out and start pop locking his stuff, man.
David said, get out of my way, because I'm about to bust a move. And David danced, come on! And David danced.
David dance, dance, and 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 David dance.
And David said,
every service, bro. My man just. Let me show. What is it? Ruckins McKinley is the pastor. Let me see if his page has all this this beautiful stuff. My man just be busting moves, man. Oh, let me see this here.
And here's his answer. It is not good to take the children's bread and throw it to the little dogs. Hold up, Jesus. Is he having a bad day? Jesus looks at this woman, Reggie, that's in desperation, and basically says, bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay, bow wow yippee yo yippee yay, bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay, bow wow yippee yo yippee yay. It ain't your turn. Because remember, she's still worshiping. Watch this. She said, yes, Lord, yet even the little dogs eat the crumbs which fall from their master's table. Booyah! In other words, she's like, break me off a little something, break me off. Break me off a little something, break me off. Let it fall.
Background singers.
Break me off.
Let it fall.
Break me off a little something, break it
Just a
off.
little bit.
Break me off a little something, break it
Let
off.
it fall.
Break me off a little something, break it
Let
off.
it fall.
Break me off a little something, break
I don't
me
need a
off.
whole loaf. And here's his answer.
Boy, my man be killed, bro. He be vibing in church. Oh, is this what he dances to break me off or something? Let me see.
Great is your faith. Hold up. What in the world does
we
dogs eating bread and crumbs falling from the table and all that have to do with faith? How we get to faith? She what? She never stopped. She never quit. She never stopped. She never quit. She never stopped.
She never stopped. She never quit. She never stopped. She never quit. She never stopped.
She what?
She never stopped. She never quit. She never stopped. She never quit. She never stopped. She never stopped. She never quit. She never stopped. She never quit. She never stopped. She never
Stop it. She never stopped. I told you I'm the popping pastor. I preach, I pop in, I prophesy. You never know what's coming.
My man got the whole thing. I'm a popping pastor. What Blake say? I don't, if breaking off is the phrase, I'd be using it in church. Man, bro, I ain't gonna hold you, man. If there is anything that would keep me coming back to church, I'll be like, I'm gonna see what my man about to do this week, bro. I gotta see what my man do this week. I ain't bringing no Bible. They be like, bro, you keep coming, you ain't bringing no Bible, you ain't bringing no notepad, you ain't bringing nothing to church. I'm just here for the show, my man. I'm here for a good time. Hopefully not a long time, but I'm here for a good time, man. Break me off, Pastor. Break me off a little something, Pastor. Break me off a little something. Break it out. And break it out. Let me see what we got up here. Pop locking, Pastor. Pickleball stuff. Teachers doing. Is this going too far? What was this one? I shared this one. Let me see what this one is. Look at me. When I said this, I'm just like, what was this one for? Oh, so this is a wedding proposal. He's going to scare his fiance into thinking it's something crazy, and then he's going to propose. Watch the lengths that they go to scare her into thinking this is like something it's not, and then he come out later and try to propose. Check this shit out, bro. Oh, come on, don't freeze up on me now. Don't do me like this. All right, we'll retry it. Oh, it's not going to work. Come on. I got to hit y'all with the refresh. Y'all got to see this one. Here we go. Fellas, was there ever a point? I'll say this. Married men who are married, was there ever a point in your whole courtship where you had the confidence that doing something like this and proposing after, she would say yes? I need to know. Because I'll tell you, for one, I could never. I don't know. Apple claimed she loved me, and I claimed I loved her. I don't know how deep that love would go if I staged a kidnapping, busted actual windows on our vehicle, scared her to death, and then came out with flowers in a ring where she was, where she would have been like, yes, I'll marry you. And like, it's all good. You know, I never in my life have been that confident in anything. So I don't even know. Do we give the guy props? Do we give the dude props for staging this elaborate proposal? Blake said she's too traumatized to answer. She just, Apple probably would have just gotten the driver's seat and took off. The minute they yanked me out the seat, start busting windows, she probably would have just a dark side of humor, bro. I'll say this. I don't know if the busted window was part of it. Like, maybe like scare her and then I come out. But then like at the end be like, hey man, who fucking busted my window? Like, calm the fuck down. You fucking method actor over here, bro. This isn't a movie. You know what I'm saying? This fucking it was a thing. We're supposed to just scare her real quick. Now I gotta call fucking SafeLight and get my fucking window replaced. And USA about to just have me transferred all over the fucking. Can you state what happened to your vehicle? So you're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh at this, but what do you tell your insurance when they ask you what happened? Like, why do you need your car fixed, sir? Shit, so it's crazy, right? It's crazy, right? So we try to. What do you tell your insurance? What do you even tell your insurance? Like, bro, they ain't even covering this shit, bro. Y'all don't get the fuck up off it. We're dropping you from our insurance, by the way. This is wild, what you just did. Oh, man. Bro, scared the fuck out of her. This gotta be toxic, right? My guy proposed by traumatizing her. I'm literally crying laughing over here. No, cuz why would you break my window? Trauma, is it in you? Sponsored by Gatorade. What in the Russian mafia is going on? This is how far men will go to avoid being vulnerable. Did you hear her screams? All of the Nope and all the universes. That was traumatic as fuck for me to watch. I can only imagine what it's like being in a relationship with him. So now she'll say yes out of fear. He got that dog in him. He got that dog in him. Oh, man. That is crazy. I never had that confidence in my life. Never, ever. But we're getting up to an hour, so it's time for us to get to the part that I could not wait to talk to you guys about. This is going to be something. This might, I know we talked about it, this might end up being the upset when it comes to what is it? The annual Come Here Award, like for the dumbest person we've had featured on the show this year. Corey Harris, far and away, is leading the charge in that, right? Leading the actual charge in that. But this next entrant in this next contestant, a new like somebody put a quarter in the machine, a new challenger has entered. Here comes a new challenger. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to just tell you right now, buckle up for this week's edition of Whose Man's Is This?
Hey, who man's is this? Oh, man's is this?
Fam, when I saw this, I had to triple, double, quadruple all of the checks. Quintuple check. Now you see Nutty Professor down there. Am I talking about, what's his name? Sherman Klump? Absolutely not. Talk about Eddie Murphy? Absolutely not. Am I talking about the Nutty Professor from the old 19, I believe, 50s, maybe 60s? Absolutely not. When I share this screen and you read the headline, brace yourself. Philly man accused of masturbating on woman's leg. And I think it was a Dollar General. I mean, nothing about this is funny. To be just shopping, and then you just feel something on your leg, and you turn around. We as a species, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. But look, I'm going to read it, and then we'll play the... I say we'll play the video. Isn't that wild that there's video of this? Philly man accused of masturbating on woman's leg. Right? This man booking it. And they blurred out the evidence of his actions, right? Philadelphia cops and Meek Mill. What the fuck? What? We'll just throw Meek Mill in here. Philadelphia cops and Meek Mill are searching for a man who allegedly masturbated on a woman's leg in a Dollar Tree store. And new footage captures the shocking aftermath. The video posted on X was apparently recorded by the alleged victim. And in it, see her chasing a man out of the store while yelling to everyone that he just ejaculated onto her leg while she was shopping, before turning tail and making a speedy exit. Check out the clip as the alleged suspect flees the store. The woman is yelling, "He fucking nutted on my fucking leg. You go to hell, bitch." As he escapes, the woman then shows what happened, what appears to be semen on her calf, while sobbing loudly outside the store. Another person walks over to comfort her. What? I'm sorry for, but here's where I'm at. Here's where I'm at. I'm sorry. So hear me out. Hear me out. You're in Dollar Tree. This happens. This woman runs out. There's semen dripping down her calf. How do you go about approaching her to comfort her? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. Hey, stay the fuck back though. But don't come near me with that shit on your leg. Who's comforting her? Like, who's the level of... Oh, baby, what? Come here. Hey, don't touch me, though. Get your nasty... CBS News reports store employees told investigators where the man allegedly hangs out. And cops have since released photos from the surveillance video where the man they believe is responsible. So, first of all, this man walking in here with a shirt with a candy cane on it, talking about it's not going to lick itself, right? So, I'm just... Like, you're wild. You obviously you have a mindset that I question. You know, I get funny shirts every now and then, but I'm just like, bro, you going out in public with some stuff like this, like, I mean, to each its own. But I'm just you kind of already on the radar of like, I gotta keep my eye on you. The pics show the man in a t-shirt adorned with a candy cane that reads, "It's not going to lick itself." A detail that seems pretty disturbing considering the accusation against him. So here's the tweet from Meek Mill. He says, "Let's play Manhunt with him today in Philly. Some community service. I got 2 bands for this, his low, but you got to connect." So I guess Meek Mill just put a bounty on this man's head. And oh yeah, Meek Mill has also gotten into this with the post saying, "Let's play manhunt. He's offering a $2,000 reward for the suspect." Of course, the police also want the public. Of course, the police also want help, not just Meek Mill. Oh my God! So okay, we got that out the way. We got the backstory. Now it's time to play this video. And let's talk about this. You know. This motherfucker is booking it, right? Look, this. Here we go. Hopefully it plays.
He fucking nutted on my fucking leg! You go to hell, bitch! Oh my God! He nutted on my leg! He nutted on my leg! Look!
So, let's say you're in this store and this goes down. I need to know what people's reactions are. You know, I need to know, are you springing into action? Are you going to be a vigilante, a good Samaritan? Chase this man down? As a dude, I have questions, right? I need to know if he went into the store, like, the juke around the shopping cart. I need to know if my man went in there, like, with one in the chamber already, you know, like, because I'm thinking, like, were you just following her around the store, just fucking going at it, and she was just unaware, and then when it was time to go, you just whipped it out and just skeeted, you know what I'm saying? All skeet. Yeah, this comment here. How was he able to do it that fast without her noticing until it was on her leg? That's what I'm that's what I'm talking about. Like, you went in there and you were just able to just skeet, and then just like you just skeeted on command. You know, you're just man, I just feel like causing some chaos today. Yeah, and then out, bro. Just oh my God, bro. Oh my God. People, humans, humanity, people, what are we doing? This next one says, the way I would have ran to the knife aisle. That boy was gone, man. Like, he had to have been in there on a mission, right? He had to be in there. You put that shirt on, you're like, I got my Jackin' shirt on. Somebody's, he was here, bro. Look at, he is gone. That tells me he probably did some shit like this before. I don't know if he has, but he threw it on her. Do you think he like had it in his hand and just whack, just Spider-Man? Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Yeah. Everybody telling me what I need to be doing out here in public. Nah, I'm gonna just do my own thing. He just slung. Oh my God. The absolute, I know she showered. I know she wiped this shit off, but like, it's forever unclean. Yeah, it's forever unclean. And there's a serious side to this because there are women who are sexually assaulted, women who are forced upon, all of that stuff. And it's a very traumatic thing. This here, I'm just, the questions I have, you know, if anybody in Philly finds this dude, I'm pretty sure he ain't making it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, not civilian arrest or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it'll be hands put on him, stomped, all of this other stuff. Because ain't nobody trying to have nobody like this running through their city, you know, and your wife or your girl or anybody, your partner be like, I'm going to go head out to go get something from the store real quick. Store you going to? I'm going to just run to Dollar Tree. No, the fuck you not. Not with Skeets McGhee out there running in these streets. Now the fucking nutty professor running up and down the streets here in Philadelphia. Philly, what are y'all doing in y'all city, man? Bro, I know I posted something about people in Florida, but Jesus Christ, man. And then shout out to the young lady coming up to her to try to comfort her. I mean, boy, he's gone. Bow, I'm out of here. And here she go. Oh, my God. You nutted on me. Here she come. Oh, what can I do for you? Bro, what do you mean, what can you do for me? Get this shit off my leg. I don't know this man's name, but Jesus Christ, bro. Like, what are we doing out here? It's not funny at all, but I did laugh. His DNA everywhere. That's nuts. Just walking around with a loaded nut. Oh, man. Some of these comments are pissing me off. This is extremely traumatizing. 100%. I agree with that. But then they roll into the questions everybody wants to know. How did he get so close? In multiple cases, men will be pleasuring themselves from a distance and then approach right before they relieve themselves so that he can run right after. Does this help? Absolutely not. The fact that you are aware of in most cases. Like, what other cases of this is there? What other cases? When other instance has this happened before is what I would like to know. Oh, man. And apparently, this is very traumatizing. How is anyone in this comment section finding this remotely funny? Bro, I am in tears. Dog, she definitely should have used a different word. She ain't seen him choking his chicken at all. How the fuck does this happen? He was that close. She didn't see him pull it out. I got questions. Was she random or was he following her? I want the story. That's all we want. That's all we want. The store camera will show everything. That's what we need. Oh, my God. I'm saying it's traumatizing. I can only imagine how defiled she feels. I would say, like, somebody had spit on me one time. We was playing flag football a while back. Somebody spit on me. Other people's bodily fluids touching anybody else obviously would get them fucking enraged. Unless it was, like, consensual. You know, consensual application of other people's bodily fluids on you. You know, some people are into that. Obviously, this wasn't consensual. Obviously, it wasn't. So, I can understand. Like, I would be... The fact that she didn't continue chasing this guy. Yelling, running down the road. I'm sure somebody would have just started chasing. Like, it's the whole, he took my purse, he took my purse. Keep running after him saying he took my purse. People look, see the motherfucker running and be like, oh, this dude is nasty as fuck. Let's beat his ass. I mean, that's how, if I was just randomly walking down the street, some dude booking it and the lady behind him talking about he nutted on my leg. And then she had, like, semen on her cat. Like, bro, this guy's got to go. This guy can't continue to be out here in the streets just with his willy out all willy-nilly. I don't know this man's name, but, sir, give you the name Nutty Professor, a.k.a. Skeets McGhee. I got to confer with my man Black, but I think this man just moved into the lead for when it comes to the fucking dumbest, most wild, crazy, just inhumane, just I don't even know the adjectives to describe this guy. But for him to do what he did and just book it out there and just be out in these streets like this in Philly, and they put the bolo out, and you got 2 racks on your head, because there are people that are down and out who'll be like, man, I could use $2,000. Hell, I'm sitting pretty comfortable, and I still could use $2,000. Then get the added endorphin of the fucking dopamine of beating the fucking head in of somebody who just goes around and doing stuff like this. So it's a bonus. I'll go down as a hero and come up with 2 bands. Oh my God. So if you're in the Philadelphia area, be on the lookout for this guy. And also, if you're from Philadelphia, I have questions about the people in your city. That is all I got. But without further ado, let's wrap this up. It's a solo show, so we're not going to go as long. We're going to go ahead and take you back to our regularly scheduled programming.
And now we return you to our regular scheduled program in progress.
Oh man, it's one of those weird things where like I got a weird sense of humor, man. Like it's bad. Like I wish I could just stay serious, but the fact he ran out, I got questions because I never thought anybody would have the audacity to just like I please catch this man and interview him, interrogate him because there's answers I need. That's all I'm gonna say. Answers I need. Anyway, we'll wrap up 146. I just want to thank everybody who tuned in on this pseudo First Friday for Smoke Pit and contributed in the chat. I had a good time. You guys always make it a good time when it's the solo show and we got the interaction like this. Big shout out to the rest of DFPN doing big things. The Queens of Nerdom drops. I think they mass dropped 3 videos of the Fallen Star campaign over on the YouTube. They also just dropped this week the Bridgerton rap party. For those who are into Bridgerton, our very own Jen brought on the beautiful Apple McCoy, very gorgeous Apple McCoy, and the ever hilarious Khan Kately, and pretty much they just chopped it up about Bridgerton, a show that they love, and it was a pretty good watch. I watched their show, obviously to support, but also like it was very entertaining. It was good to see that side of my wife be able to just let loose and have fun like that. So if you have a chance, check that out. It's available everywhere where you listen to your podcast, or stop by the YouTube DFPN YouTube channel and check that out as well. What we got going on tomorrow, we got session 11 of Fallen Star. It's getting good. What we're working on doing right now is uploading full sessions over to the Patreon. So once we get caught up with that, because we can only upload 2 videos a week to our Venmo to then put out there. So once we get all caught up on that, we'll start going live for the patrons on our gaming sessions so they can be up to date with what's going on. So we're working on that. And like I said, I don't want to give too much, but if you follow Kelvin on Facebook, you know he just lost his father, so that's why he is indisposed of at this moment. So if you have a moment, just send some thoughts, prayers, positive vibes his way. Reach out to him. You know, he obviously, everybody in DFPN already reached out to him and let him know, hey, you know, it's all good. You know, if you need anything, let us know. So just keep that going out there. So that's why you haven't been seeing no gimmicks lately. And then, yeah, just stand by. New merch is out there as well. We do have a new DFBN game night coming up on the 27th of July, hosted by yours truly. The game will be lyrically correct. Now, what it is there'll be some questions about some famous songs, asking you lyrics, seeing if you remember them. So the genre that was available, we got 90s R&B, we got 80s and 90s hip hop, and then we have 80s punk or 80s pop. So those will be the categories we have out there. So tune in. Obviously, you know, we'll be giving away free merch during the game night. So stay tuned for that. We'll put an ad out, put a reminder, create an event, all of that stuff, so you guys don't forget and you can tap in and play. Trying to think of anything else we got going on. I do not. Trying to think. Nope, I got nothing. But like I said, I really do appreciate everybody who did tune in. The solo shows always go better when we have a crew in the comments and stuff like that. So shout out to y'all. Salute. All of that good stuff. When it comes to the merch, patrons, make sure you check your messages and check your discount code for whatever tier you are, so you can get the discount on the merch. And before we cut off, Tomorrow, I know we are late with the Patreon $100 giveaway. That'll be happening tomorrow. So if you're a Patreon member, just make sure you turn those notifications on so when we do go live on Patreon, you get the notification and can come in and see if you won or not. If you can't, don't worry. We'll send a message to our Patreon member on Patreon to let you know, hey, you won. Let us know how you want your money. That's kind of how we're rolling. Either way, that has been episode 146 of The Smoke Pit. Again, thanks to all who tuned in, and thank you all for who are watching and leaving the comments in there on Monday. To kind of make this feel like it was a legit episode, I'm going to steal my partner in crime's send-off message with have love, make sex. Peace.
Welcome to the Smoke Pit. It's Friday night, come and take a load off. Come sit in the Smoke Pit, it's time for us to show off. It's been a long week, come relaxing, get some laughs in, and let's talk about these brackets. And while we at it, tell me whose man's is this? Cause I got questions, I'm hoping you can answer it. Get ready, cause you know we gon' talk a lot of shit. It's Mac and Mac, welcome to the Smoke Pit.